friends, today what we are going to do is we are going to draw some apple blossoms. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. We need watercolors, we need crayons, we need half a paper. Because it's watercolor, I also have some water with me, and I also have a whiteboard to practice draw. Okay, so before we get into our lesson, let's first talk about value. Value in art, what it means is, it is how light or dark a color is. How light or dark a color is. Okay, so one color can be like very light and it can be very dark also, right? And how can we make a color light or dark? If you're using paint like a tempera paint, acrylic paint, oil paint, and all those paints to make a color light, what you do is you take the color and you mix it with white. So suppose you are using red. Okay, you want a lighter red. What do? You take the color and you mix it with white to get a lighter color. What lighter red is a pink, right? So when you mix red with white, you get pink. Same thing, if you want a lighter orange, you mix it with white. If you want a lighter yellow, mix it with white. Any other colors, you mix it with white. What do you do if you want to make a color dark? To make a color dark, what you do is you mix the color with black. Okay, and then you get a dark color. So if you the trick is not to add a lot of black. Black is a very strong color. If you add a lot of black, what is going to happen is it will look like black. Okay, so it's like it will be too dark. So you will add teeny bit of black to red to get a darker red. Same thing with the other colors. Okay, but in watercolor, do you have white here? No. So how are you going to get a lighter color, a lighter value? So what you do is you add water to you. If you want a very light red, what you do is you add a lot of water to red, and then you get a very light red or a pink. If you want not too light red, then you add only a little bit of water. If you want it to be very dark red, you add not much of water. If you want it to be very dark, then you need to add black. Got it? So let's see how we are going to make a flower. Okay, so to make the flower, apple blossoms are usually you see in which month? You usually see in April or June, right? And apples blossoms are what color they are? Pink, and sometimes the petals are white, right? So usually the apple blossoms have 5 petals. How many petals? 5. But we are not going to make it 5 petals. To make it easy for us to draw, let's see, maybe let's try if we can. We'll start with a dot like this in the middle of the paper. You are going to make a line like X. Okay, and then maybe another line through the middle like this. Let's see how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to connect this together like that, and maybe a little squiggly line like that. One, two, three, four, 5. So here we have 6 petals because I wanted to make it easy for you guys to draw. Let's see if we can make 5 petals. 5 petals means X and just one line, right? So one petal will be off. So the X should have been, we should make the X more like that. And then still it is not easy to draw a or what we can do is maybe, let me try X and then like a 3 I don't know, we'll make 6 petals. That is the easiest one. Okay, so let's do it this way. All of us are going to make a dot like that in the middle, and then you guys are going to make a X and a line like that through the middle. Okay, and then we are going to make a 3. Can you see? Connecting this and this line, we're going to make a 3. Okay, after we are done, we will add those apple blossoms have things coming out in the middle like that, right? Stamen, what is that, what it's called? We'll add those lines. Okay, let's see, I'm just, and then we are going to draw one big apple blossom. Maybe we'll add some leaves then, like that. Can you see? Like this. Okay. If you want to add another apple blossom, would there be space? Not much. Or you can draw one big apple blossom just like I showed, or you can do 3. So watch. Okay, and then three or more, you have more space, right? Then maybe you can draw the leaves like that. So leaves are like rainbow, another rainbow, or smile, and then connect it. Rainbow, another rainbow connected to this, and a line. Okay, maybe we can draw it this way. It's up to you. Okay, based on how much space we have, we will do that, and then we are going to draw these lines to make it look more like a apple blossom. Got it? Okay, so I'm going to take my paper. I think we now know how to draw this, right? So we're going to take the paper. I'm going to put the paper in whatever style you want, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a X with my pencil. Okay, then I'm going to take my black marker. I'm using my permanent marker. You guys can use your crayon, black crayon, and then we can make the petal. I'm going to make the middle part like that. I'm going to, remember, we are going to make a 3, 1 petal, 2 petal, 3, okay. that. So I have the apple blossoms drawn. I'm going to erase off the pencil lines. Oh, there's one line missing here. I didn't go all the way down. Okay, now let's make those lines that come out like that. Maybe you can make a dot. Look like a little sun and small circles. Okay, now remember how to make the leaves a rainbow, and turn it around, make a rainbow, and then a line going through the middle. Have a leaf, rainbow, connect another rainbow. So same way, we're going to make leaves coming out of under the apple blossoms. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves. Okay, it's up to you how many leaves you're going to make. I'm going to take my blue. You can either color with blue or light green to make it look like it is there are other leaves and flowers in the background you can't really see, so that's why it's light green. Maybe I'll put light green in the background around the flower. Let's color in the same direction. I'm going to remove a little bit of the... If you guys made one big flower, just like the one that we showed in the beginning, it's also fine. But draw maybe 3 leaves around it, big leaves, and then color the surrounding with the light green color. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put the crayon back. I will take the darker green, go through the again to give it a nice look. Why I'm using green is because green is a color opposite to red in the color wheel. So the colors, when you use opposite colors together, it's going to look nice together. I'm going to use a pink to color the flowers, right? So pink is a light color of red, so that's the reason why I'm using that. So this is done. I'm going to take my watercolor. So I'm going to make different tints of different, it's actually tints, but you don't have to worry about tints. Different values of red. Okay, so I'm going to add a few drops of water to red. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake this color up. I'm going to swirl this. Okay. Now I swirled it 3 times. That's enough. Okay. I'm going to now swirl a little, maybe I'll swirl a little bit more. I'm just going to change it a little bit. And from the middle, I'm going to, so it's like really red. See what I'm doing? Like that. All the flowers. I made like a sun-like thing. Now I'm going to add some water and then take red, and then I'm making a lighter value. See, now it is like light pink. Water, just touch it in red. Don't swirl. Water, lightly touch in red. So see the two reds that we made with the same red. Made this red lighter and made it pink by adding more water. Now water just in pink. I'm just touching the tip of my brush in red paint. And then I'm painting. Water and just dip it in the paint. So that when you just touch it in the paint, it means just a teeny bit of color, right? So you get a lighter color. More water just in paint. See that you don't go outside. Hold the brush the right way. Stay within the lines. Water, always in water first and then paint, okay, to get the light color. So we have the apples blossoms done. Now let's see how we are going to make the green also. Green, what we're going to do is we are going to add black to it and make it darker, okay. So I'm going to add a drop of in green and drop of water in black. Okay, I'm going to swirl in green. I'm going to add right in the middle. I'm making it just the middle of the leaf. I'm just putting plain green. Now I'm going to dip lightly in black and then swirl. Not too much. It's, see, so it's like it actually became too dark. Can you see another color that I've got? Not another color, I got a different shade. It should not be too much of black. It's just tip in black and then you get a darker green. So I'm just being careful. Make the shape and then fill it in. Okay, go around and make the line first so that you don't get into the flower nor go outside. Make the fence and fill it. Make the fence here. When your brush is dry, dip it in the water. So you got a darker green than the green that we have here, and you got a lighter red than the red that we have here. So, and we have dark red also here. So this is how we make value. Okay. So when you are done, your green should be looking green itself. So this is green. It's not like black. Can you see that? Yeah. And then you are going to wash your brush in the water like you're sweeping the floor. And then when your water is clean, you're going to put it on the side like that, and then wait it for this to dry before you close it. Okay. So when this dry, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take a picture of your work, and you can write your name and your grade and your room number over here. And you're going to take a picture of this and then email me in the email address that I'm going to put at the end of the video with your school name, so that I know how this turned out. Okay. So till we meet next time. Bye-bye.